Today, I'm going to share some tips and tricks with you on how to find trending as well as evergreen niches with my favorite Amazon merch research tool, which is Flying Research, and I'll have a link to them in the description. They also have a free plan without a time limit attached to it, so you can test out some of the features for free. They just have some of them locked on the sidebar right here. I'm logged into a paid account and I'm on the dashboard page, and the first place I usually go is on the left hand side. I click on best sellers. What this shows you is the American marketplace. You can change this if you want to do research somewhere else, or if you just want to see all markets together in the same screen, which is quite cool. Then you can also change the product if you want. It shows you t-shirts by default, but you can also do research in here for hoodies, pop sockets, phone cases, and it sorts it by BSR by default. So it's showing you what's currently selling the most on the platform, at least for t-shirts in the US. As I'm recording this, there's a lot of Easter stuff ranking at the top, and as usual, some politics related things in America. So that is kind of the default settings. You have some advanced options right here to change the BSR range that you're seeing. So if you want to look at something that is around 100, 200k BSR, you can change that. Or if you want to cap the BSR at a certain number, then you can also select a date range right here, which is something I've been doing a lot more recently. So essentially what we can do is click into this, and let's say we only want to see shirts that were published in the past year. In that case, I'm just going to click on this, change it to 2024, click on a date in April, and then choose the current date right here. And this is now, if we hit search, going to filter out all of the old listings that are already potentially established sellers with big competitive niches, and you're more likely going to see designs that are in newer niches or that have started to sell more recently, showing that there is still potential to get sales with these kinds of designs, with these kinds of styles, cross niche examples, whatever it may be. So this is really interesting. You can also make it a shorter date range, like just look at what's started to sell from listings that were published this year or in the past 2 months, right? You can narrow it down further, and now you should already have a bit of a different view. It's still similar, obviously Easter and politics trending at the moment as I'm recording this, but this can also help you find evergreen designs. So let me show you what you can do to find more evergreen stuff and more random ideas than just what's kind of ranking at the top right now, because this, whilst it's definitely stuff that's in high demand right now, these are usually more short-lived trends, or they're niches that have very, very high competition. If you want to look more for evergreen stuff, what you can do is you can sort this by random, and I would then also change the BSR range, maybe put this up to 100,000 and down to, let's do about a million. Yeah, let's do about 1 million BSR and hit search. So now the BSR is going to be random. We'll see some higher BSR, some lower BSRs, and it also cuts out some of the short-lived trends with the kind of lowest BSRs overall on the platform. So it takes a while to refresh, and now you've got a completely different view right here, and you should see more and more evergreen designs pop up. For example, we've got this skeleton right here, gaming. Here we've got a monster truck design that's kind of birthday themed. That is really, really cool. Probably does extremely well because boys love monster trucks, and if you add the age right there and even the year, and yeah, it shows in this listing 100k BSR, and it's published 125 days ago, doing very well. Also note that you get this score on Flying. This essentially is another indicator of potential, and it's calculated based on different factors like current BSR, average BSR, how long has it been published, etc. So essentially the higher the number, the more interesting the listing and the more potential it has to get sales with something similar or within the same niche. Here we've got a fairly new pickle pole design with a 100k BSR, also less than a year old. This looks very AI generated. I could imagine this maybe being from DALL-E 3 by the looks of it, with the style and then the text added in afterwards. Also, quick tip, if you see any designs that kind of stand out to you, that seem new, that look like an interesting niche that you want to potentially enter, what you can do as well is you can click on this little favorite symbol right here, and you can also add a tag to it. So if you want to call this pickleball or sports, for example, you can kind of have it more organized in this design favorites section on the left. So everything you hit favorite on gets saved into there for later in case you forget the idea that you've seen or you can't find it anymore. And that way you've got it all written down. Now here's another monster truck design for 6-year-old, and that's also doing extremely well. So this is a pattern which I just noticed by chance. Yeah, this is pretty much the same design just for a 6-year-old, and it's doing similarly well. So that's a very good sign. I would definitely take note of that, because if you see a pattern of multiple similar designs doing well and they have been recently published, that is really, really good, especially if it's more of an evergreen niche that can sell throughout the entire year. And this also has a very strong average BSR, which is interesting because sometimes you'll see a design has a very, very low current BSR, which is this number, but then the average is terrible, which shows you it might just have a slight spike, or maybe it's a short-lived trend. So yeah, that's an interesting one for sure. Then we've got wildflowers, wild horses right here. That's interesting. I've definitely seen a lot of wildflower designs do well recently, and I've never seen it mixed with horses. So interesting kind of cross niche right here. I would also save that to my favorites. You don't have to add a tag, by the way. You can just add it. That's just to help you filter through the favorites if you have a lot of them. The next tab that I use quite a lot is the seller trends feature. And on this, I usually go into this sorting right here and change this to newest. And then the advanced options, I make sure that is set to newcomers. And then I typically turn down the BSR range a little bit because I don't want to see listings with like a 2 million BSR, even if they've just started to sell. So I try to keep this just around 1 million or below. Then I hit search, and this is essentially how I do the research for my trending niches videos, most of it at least, for Amazon merch, because here you can see exactly what's been uploaded 1, 2, or 3 days ago and already started to sell. So very quickly, you can see that there's a new trend right here by this pattern of tarified, right? It's a pun, it's a joke on tariffs and terrified. It's mixing those two words, and it seems like that has just become a thing. But if you scroll down a bit further to listings from 3 days ago, there's none of them, right? So this is a brand new trend, and it's kind of filtered out for us perfectly thanks to Flying Research right here. And you would also have to double check, right? See if whatever is trending is linked to a celebrity or to a brand, to a TV show. You can never be certain right here. Sometimes that happens and it's not as obvious at first glance, but these ones I'm pretty confident are just related to a political situation right now. Paddy the Baddie, that is related to celebrity. That's a good example of something that you can sell. Again, might not be obvious to everyone, but you can Google this phrase and you should probably find it linked to a public figure. And yeah, so besides that, the goal here is to scroll through, look again for patterns, and there's similar designs that are doing well, and just for things that kind of stand out that you haven't seen trending previously. So if you do this on a regular basis, you can kind of get an eye for what's been trending for a while. Like there's Easter designs mixed in here probably. There's these penguin ones with the resist, that's been there for about a week or two, and then you quickly notice, if you look at it more often, if there's something brand new like this right here, flourish, dream, thrive, that stands out to me, and it seems more like an evergreen niche. So that is actually interesting to me. Like I'm thinking, why is this sold so well? Like 250k BSR is really good when it's only been published 4 days ago and it looks more like an evergreen niche. So that's something I would save as well to my favorites, kind of look closer at that niche, look further into it. I also definitely noticed a trend recently amongst Easter designs that are doing really well that are linked to weed, smoking weed. So that seems to be something that's doing extremely well this year. I can't remember that being a massive trend last year, but it's definitely doing well for 2025. So it's kind of also a way to identify sub niches that are doing better than some of the established or previous designs from the year before. So this seller trends tab is definitely also really handy. The next feature that is extremely helpful for conducting research and getting prepared ahead of time is the archive tab. And this is fairly new within Flying Research, and it's essentially a way to look back into the past, because you can select a specific date over here and it goes back all the way to 2021, and then you can choose the month, the date, and it will show you what was selling on that specific day. What were the best sellers, which is handy in multiple ways. You can kind of look back very far and see what sorts of ideas, what sorts of niches, phrases were resonating with people the most back then, and can I maybe improve the designs or apply those phrases or ideas to current trending design styles and kind of catch the same emotion, the same audience, just with a more relevant design style that's trending or doing well today. So that's one way to use it. Another way to use it is you could go to 2024, change this to, let's say, July. Let's say we want to get prepared for summer, right? We're a few months away from summer. What is going to sell during July that we can list right now, start getting some ranking, some ads running for it, and that way have a better chance at doing extremely well available during summer? Well, we can do that by selecting July here. And let's say we do the 15th of July last year. You've got a choice for the marketplaces again. So I'm just going to select United States, and you can change the product too. That's about it. You can, besides that, also filter out BSR range if you want to, and pricing range over here, but I'm just going to hit search, and now it's going to show me exactly what was selling the best on the 15th of July 2024. Now, this is maybe not the greatest example because we were coming up to the election last summer and there was a lot of election politics related designs trending at that time, but you'll still in between this see some stuff that is not related to politics and that will do well again for this year or multiple years into the future. For example, yes, there was this, first of all, I'm a delight, like this kind of feral summer trend with the possums, which will probably do well again this year, maybe with some different phrases, maybe with other styles that are trending this year. I'm sure something along these lines with possums and feral summer will do well again. Then we've also got Christmas in July, and this is an interesting one because it always does really well in July. If you're new to merch, you've probably never heard of this, and yeah, there's a ton of sales happening usually because it shows you the history rank. So this up here, 29,000 is the BSR it had on the 15th of July last year, and it was priced at $16.95, so it was probably getting hundreds of sales a day with this BSR. Right now it has a 1.5 million BSR. So you really struggle to find this in any other place like the bestseller tab, or on Amazon it would be buried on page 10, 20, whatever you're searching. So this way you can easily find, well, this was doing well last year, it's probably going to do well this year again. And this was published 344 days ago, meaning it was pretty much posted about a year ago. So in 2024, someone thought, well, in July, Christmas of July does well, let's create a few designs in April or in May and then get them out there in advance. And they really reaped the rewards right here, got a really low BSR. That's not guaranteed, right? You would still have to create a good creative design, and potentially this person used ads as well to help rank the design initially. But this data that you get right here in the archive is definitely really valuable in order to help you prepare what's coming in the future. And obviously you can look at different things, right? If you wanted to see what's going to do well for Halloween, you could go to October right here, go to the end of the month, and you will probably see a lot of Halloween designs doing extremely well. And it could also inform what you potentially design for other events, because what did well for Halloween, what sorts of cross niches or phrases or words that stood out in 2024 might also work 2025 for other events. And lastly, another quick tip is to use the niche analysis tab to analyze some niche ideas that you found and get a little bit of a score rating, an indication of is there potential, is there not. For example, if I type in monster truck and hit search, let's see what it's going to give us for the United States. T-shirts, it gives us a rating of B, which is okay. It's not bad, it's not amazing. So the scoring details, if you click on this, shows you B is somewhere in the middle, meaning there is potential, but the best rating is S plus and S right here, which are quite difficult to get, quite rare to find those ones. What happens if we type in wildflowers? Let's hit search. Yep, that is similar. It's probably a very competitive niche, but the score is slightly higher, 61 out of 100 points than the other one. Let's try and find a good example. All right, so I typed in lizard, just a random idea, and this is getting an A. So this is solid. So there's slightly more potential. Again, it's just one indicator of potential demand competition. I would still look at the search results on Amazon and kind of verify for yourself, but this is based on things like the average BSR, how many results there are in this specific niche, and then it works out the score in that case. It's just a nice extra data point to help validate niches, because if you type it into here and you get a D, no interest, then yeah, you should probably ignore that niche. If you get a B, which is fairly low, or it looks like average right here, I wouldn't discard the niche, because that might just mean that it's very competitive, like the wildflower one or the monster truck. Those are competitive niches, so they're not going to get the best score necessarily, but there's still potential. As it says, the higher ranks like S plus and S, those are essentially niches that have really high demand, but also the competition is a lot lower. That's where you're going to get these really, really good scores. But yeah, hope that makes sense. Hope this helps you out. We also get some extra stats right here and things to filter through on this specific search term, which is cool. And lastly, you can also click on niche ideas right here, where it gives you some tags or keywords or search terms related to the broad one that you've typed in. If you're an Amazon merch seller and you like free tools, then you would definitely enjoy watching this video right here, where I share a new free browser extension that can help you bulk upload your designs.